It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book. What? Let's see, I'll figure it out. Duh. Oh, look. He knows what he's doing. So, I haven't been on in 3 days, I think. Because my sleep's been all jacked up. And I'd be doing it in the middle of the night. I've just been sleeping all day when I'm not doing my day job, and it's just been it's been a long, dang, solid month for me. But ready to finish that page I started the other day and start a new one. I'm gonna see what I can get done by 2:00. Well, I might break it up into separate streams. I don't know yet. But I'm gonna try and keep drawing till 2:00, which it is 10 now. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 4 hours. Okay, sounds like about 2 pages. Okay. A bunch of pages prepped for drawing. Let's get into it. Dang. Look, Bonehead, he's late, but he's making it to his date with Petunia, the little ghost girl. So, right before the stream, I haven't had this bad of a problem in a long time with it, but my big bottle of Speedball ink, 32 ounces. It's got this dumb spout right at the top, which I flip it open, then pour the ink into like a little beer bottle cap, right? But it's always just it spills out of the hinge of the spout all the time, which I can usually compensate. I anticipate it all the time and put it under the hinge, but then sometimes it just doesn't matter and just pours all over the dang place and drives me up a wall. And then it didn't happen for a while. And now it happened again. And it makes me mad. Makes me want to smash. You know, you make me want to smash. So with apologies, I haven't been on making videos. But people seem to be watching. I see I don't have any views on a couple videos I've posted recently. At least on YouTube, because I haven't investigated more into what do you call it? I haven't logged into Twitch and checked it out in a long time. Especially not since I've been putting videos up there. But I see I'm getting views on my videos on YouTube anyway. Little ones, but they're there, which is nice. It's reassuring. How about that? for someone who's not advertising his channel. And missing days of videos when I'm trying to do this every day. People are watching it on even days I don't put up new ones. So thank you, everybody. Oh, look, somebody's watching right now. It looks like. I'm going to finish this page and at least get another one going today. I think last time I was on, I was saying I was going to be going to a, what do you call it? Oh no, was I on? How long ago was I on? Yeah, I think it was like 3 days ago. And I was saying I was going to be going to an escape room. And we didn't do that. Because, why didn't we do that? It's like, I think they were going to lump us in with a bunch of strangers if we didn't have like a couple more people. And I'm surprised we didn't have plenty of people where that was a problem. I've got a huge family. But not everybody was going. Wait. So we just went out to dinner. Oh, I did talk about that. I talked about that. Because I know I talked about how I had jambalaya. Which is really good. I've never gotten it from a restaurant before, and it was delicious. Because I like making it all the time. It was delicious. Oh, but I don't know what happened with the last video I did, the one 3 days ago, because it posted to YouTube, but it wouldn't post to Twitch. It said something was wrong with the title of the video, so it couldn't do it. And I tried changing the title of the video while I was making it, and I really don't know what the issue was. I think it was just a glitch, but it wouldn't let me do it, publish it to Twitch. But it was like the same kind of title I always do. So, I think this is the earliest I've been on in a long time. I've been pretty consistently going in the evening. I kind of like the mornings better. And usually if I can get on earlier than this, it's even better, but I usually can't get everything squared away before now. So what is new since I did talk about that stuff last time? I don't know. My sleep is still jacked up. because I came home yesterday and just like I came home. I got home around 5 o'clock, and then just passed out. I was just asleep till 10, and then I've been up pretty much all night without trying to be. And I had just gotten back to like a kind of I don't know, kind of a normal sleep schedule, and now I just fell right back off of it. It's not as easy to do crazy work schedules as it used to be for me. I used to be able to like flip flop to like night hours, day hours all the time. I mean, I still do it all the time, but it's not as easy on me as it used to be. It takes me a lot longer to adjust. But while I still am going to have to do that once in a while, I won't have to do it as often. So I got that going for me. If you call that going. I keep dipping my ink into the beer bottle cap that I keep dipping my brush into the beer bottle cap that I pour the ink into, but I should really be just sopping up this ink that's all over the paper that it sits on. Because yeah, my speedball bottle just haphazardly pours ink all over the dang place. Sometimes I can aim it. I want to say most of the time I can aim it, but then out of the blue it will just gush out everywhere, out of like 3 places on the cap. Life. She is a pain in the ass. Life is a woman? Not that women are pains in the ass, but I just gender assigned the concept of life, is all I'm pointing out there. Oh, ink everywhere. I this time I did dip it into the spilled ink on the paper, but when I did, I moved the paper and it made ink spill out of the bottle cap there. So don't do what Donnie don't does. If you know what I mean. So let's see. I need a finer point than that. I'm bopping my head periodically on the camera. As I am wont to do. So, man, it has been. It's I feel like generally it's easier to get work done for me, but this past like month, since like about this time in December, maybe all of December till now, and maybe for another week or so that I can foresee, it's just been so hard to get it to like make time to get anything done. So apologies for uh my haphazard activity here on social media. I'm barely posting drawings, though I did 3 this morning. Oh, hi, what love? I'm just I'm just complaining about my schedule, I guess. How have you been? The last time I did a video, I couldn't even get it to go onto Twitch. I'm doing good. I've got time to draw today, so that worked. That makes me happy. And I wasn't even sure if I was going to see you in here because I'm here so much earlier. Yeah, I'm. I think a lot of times my schedule is kind of just whenever I can squeeze it in. But I was able to get on pretty regularly in the evening for a while there. But I think it might be back to kind of whenever I can do it. Oh, school's closed? You got snowstorms. Is it how bad is it? I think we've been getting a tiny bit of snow every day lately, but nothing that's sticking. Just kind of snows lightly for a little bit and then disappears. Um, let's see. So yeah, I started this page a few days ago, but I only had like an hour to do it, so I didn't finish it. Let's see. Let's see. So I think this panel is just about done. I might be on for longer today, but I don't know, I might break it up into two streams. I haven't decided. We'll see. I'll see how I'm feeling by the time I finish this page, even though it's only part of a page. Let's see. Mouth. I think I always used to do just like the lump of a tongue at the bottom of the mouth. And I don't know where I might have seen it. Just this like floating tongue sitting in the mouth. But I like doing that now. All the time. I guess it looks more like he's talking. And then I gotta remember to kind of vary up my line weight. I was pretty good about doing that for a while. It just helps make stuff pop. Like I like to make thicker outlines on the foreground characters, so it kind of separates them from this table, for example. And these characters in the background. I mean, the color can help to separate things as well when I eventually color it. But the line art can do a lot of that too. It just because when everything's like the same line weight, it can, I don't know, make everything look a little like equally important. And because there's so much distinct stuff back here, I don't want it to kind of have a chance of overshadowing the main characters and that are trying to have a conversation, that are telling the story, you know. Mm-hmm. Here's that. And in fact, I might do that here on her. Oof. Like how thick that got on me. Yeah, that works. That's not bad. I'll keep it. So I've been, when I'm not on here, I guess whenever I'm drawing or doing stuff, I don't know. I've just been, let's see, listening to podcasts. I've been listening to a couple TV show podcasts lately. I've been listening to the Always Sunny in Philadelphia podcast. I think it's just called Always Sunny Podcast, where the guys that make that show just talk about the show. They end up talking about traffic and parking a lot. Just whatever is bothering them at the moment. And then I've been listening to the Scrubs Rewatch podcast where Zach Braff and Donald Faison, the stars of the show Scrubs, they just they're rewatching the show in order and just talking about episodes of the show. And I like that one. And let's see. I've also been watching on Hulu the Wonder Years, the original Wonder Years from the late 80s, early 90s, because I've never seen it before. And I'm liking that show a lot. Though there's a bunch of episodes that because I put it on in the background, and I feel like there's a bunch of episodes that I've kind of missed, even though I was sitting right here with them playing right in front of me. But I don't know why I'm going over all that again. Let's see, what else? Anything else? I don't know. I think that's about it. That's what I've been entertaining myself with. I've been watching, let's see. I've been watching Persons That Kill Others, but in public during day, which is kind of interesting. Like you're watching like murder shows in like out and about when you're out and about. So there's just like blood-curdling screams coming out of your phone or something, or your laptop. Because they still didn't find the murder. But you're probably watching what do you call them? True crime stuff, right? Oh. Is this like I don't know, like prank stuff? Like think I'm misunderstanding. Watching persons that kill others in public during the day. Oh, this is real murder stuff? Like footage of real people being murdered and nobody does anything. Like right there in public. Holy smokes. That's freaky. I get it now. Oh my goodness. Where are you watching that? Is that like a show, or is that like, I don't know if that would be on YouTube or something, but go. Oh, I knew it was. It was so low. There you go. Let's see. Her hand is. It's gonna be like that. And this finger comes up. This finger goes there. Yeah, I think. I don't know if I'd be able to watch that one. that that sounds like it would just kind of upset me to watch. But I gotta say, I'm like crazy curious to see some of that footage too. At the same time, like just thinking about people like standing idly by and not doing anything. This is Bonehead's girlfriend, Petunia, who's like a ghost. Because everybody's kind of something in this book. And she's kind of getting fed up with him because he always blows her off. And then, like, even at this date, he almost forgot and left her hanging for some amount of time. Let's see. Watch a TV. I watch a TV show. Is JE, and it's gangs that kill people to prove they're part of the gangs. Oh man. I'm just wondering how like are they recounting this, or are they showing footage of murders on this stuff? Because I feel like why aren't the like documentary crews and maybe authorities doing anything while they're discussing or showing this stuff? I don't know. I'm sure I'd have to like see it to understand how it works a little bit, but yeah, I am kind of like morbidly curious. Let's see, I think her dress is like this actually. Go. Mouth. Here's the table and back of the chair and angle back here. Let's see. One, two. I was just trying to see if that was close to you. For some reason, it's not showing me, but well, it said 250 kilometers, so I don't know if that's. I guess that's not remarkably close to you. I was trying to visually see it on a map. but oh, it is. And okay, yeah, I was thinking I'm pretty sure they're close. Then when I read 250 kilometers, I was like, I don't know. I'm. I guess I'm not sure what that looks like distance wise, or what that like. I was trying to think of it in terms of miles too, and I don't even know. I'm simple. Do you think there's like a like a an urgent problem where you live of gangs and stuff? And I would hope not. I would hope you don't see that kind of stuff. Uh, close to home, like people in your neighborhood or something like that. Okay. Well, that's good news. Okay. Here's that edge. And you live 3 hours away from Montreal. Okay. Yeah, if Montreal's inside Quebec, that's probably why I wasn't getting results. I was probably confusing Google when I looked it up. go. So I think I asked you before, what love, if you've ever been to anywhere else in Europe other than France, and I think you said you hadn't been. Have you gone on any good vacation locations? I don't know. Have you like where where have you gone on any vacations anywhere? Have you been to the U.S.? I don't know if I've asked you that. Though I might have. So you went to France in Lyon, Bordeaux, Donjon, and Paris, but never went anywhere else. Okay. So mostly trips kind of back home. Anyway. Or your parents' home, maybe. Um, trying to think, because I've been all over the United States. I went when I was a child. I went on well, I guess in my 20s as well. But I went on vacation to Texas a couple times because my grandmother used to live in Texas. Now she's here in Illinois with me. Um, um, a couple of years ago, I drove to Michigan, which was a 6-hour drive. Oh, that's when I was right across the. I was right next to the border into Canada, and I meant to bring my passport and forgot until I was staring right into the country. So I was kind of kicking myself that I couldn't venture into Canada that day. But I think when I was maybe 8 years old, I went on a trip to Ireland, Erinmore Island in Ireland. For a few weeks with my mother. I've gone to, I almost said Spain, but I haven't. To Mexico with my family a couple years ago. And that was a fun trip. My sister just went to Spain. Or no, she went to Spain maybe a couple years ago. I think she just, most recently she went to Ecuador. The past few years she goes on she's been going on a lot of cool trips with her fiance. Have I been anywhere else notable? When I went to Mexico, I believe I told you we stopped somewhere in Canada. I think it was Ontario, really briefly, like for a couple hours. We had dinner and then got back on to a plane. Or that was on the way home. And then what else? But mostly places around the United States. I really liked Tennessee and the Smoky Mountains. That was one of my favorite trips. Just being in the mountains. And then one night on that trip, my brother, I guess he left a bowl of trail mix open in his car, and late at night we were looking out the window and we saw these baby bear cubs crawling all over his car, and he was waiting for them to leave for a moment so he could run out there and lock his car back up, because I think he left a window rolled down too, and so they were all over his car. And after a while he got a chance and ran out there, locked the door, rolled up the window, and ran back into the cabin we were staying at. And then the next morning he went out to his car and just found this big paw print on the driver's seat of his car. It was kind of freaky. So I guess we missed a big bear trying to get at his trail mix. And yeah, the trail mix was all knocked out all over the place. What else? I went to the Pocono Mountains in Pennsylvania. a couple years before that, maybe a year before that. And I really like that too. I like being in the mountains, I think. I don't know if I could live there, but I really enjoyed it, both those trips. Um, like I don't think I'm as fond of like beachy places. Like when we went to Mexico, um, we were on the beach a lot, and I'd never had this happen before in my life, but on that trip, the same thing happened to my sister too. But hers happened right away on the trip. Mine happened later in the trip, where my face blew up and got all swollen, like my forehead got all swollen from the sun, and it didn't go down until I got home. But it was only really the last day of the trip. But we were going on this excursion where we went snorkeling and hiking and stuff. We went to see these tombs, and there were iguanas all over the place. But all the people we were with were just kind of like staring at me funny because my face was all puffy and exploded. And then so was my sister's. My sister had it worse than I did, where she could barely open her eyes. She might not have even gone on that excursion. But that was a fun trip. But I kind of like hiking more than being on the beach, I think, especially after that happened. And then it was the following year I went to a baseball game, and it happened again because it was like a hot sunny day, and I was just sitting in the sun for however many hours, and my face and yeah, my whole forehead swelled up really bad, and it kept looking like it was going down by the end of the day, and then I would wake up the next morning and it would be worse than before. And it lasted for maybe 5 days. And I used to go out in the sun plenty when I was a kid. I never had that problem before. But that's only happened to me the 2 times so far. I was just mortified to go out in public. um, I also did a day trip out to Tennessee once with my dad and my aunt and uncle. We went to Tennessee again, um, one day just to see the band, the B-52s, which was really fun. I think I think that aunt and uncle of mine, I think they do a lot of impulsive trips like that. But they invited me and my dad along because my aunt knew I liked the B-52s. Oh, and we also saw uh, Ronnie Spector in the in the Ronettes. Opened at that show, and she just died. Ronnie Spector. Just this week, I think. There's been a lot of deaths this week. I don't know if you're that familiar with these celebrities, but like I was walking through a store recently, and I just saw three different magazines next to each other, and it was just like what's his name, Bob Saget, dead at 65, Betty White, dead at 99, and who else? That John Madden guy, the sportscaster, died. But yeah, I was walking through the store, and I just look up, and it was just like this wall of death magazines. It's like, oh my goodness, look at all the celebrity deaths right now. And then a couple months ago, one of my favorite comedians, Norm Macdonald, died. That was a sad one for me. And my brother. My brother really liked him too. See, my brother was really getting into him lately, and always like watching videos and sending me videos, and we were always talking about Norm Macdonald. And then for like a couple of years, and then yeah, he just died. Let's see. I think I want that to follow through there, so I'll have to address that. Oh, yes. So earlier in the story, um, Bonehead here, his girlfriend was mad at him because he always blows her off on date night. He always forgets or hangs out with his buddies and then leaves her hanging. And then so, but now he's planning on asking her to marry him because he's trying to get his life together. So he's trying to get a. I think I forget how I put it in the script, but he recently got a promotion at work, and now he's going to ask his girlfriend to marry him. So he asked her out to a date at this restaurant, but then he forgets, and he's showing up late now, and she's kind of mad at him for showing up late again. And he's about to propose to her, but um, he has to run out of the restaurant because he misplaced the ring. So she's going to be disappointed in him again. Um, I don't think he realizes it at this point of the story, but his problem is that he's kind of accidentally very selfish. Let's see. And this is page 87. But I was thinking about it. I feel like I've probably inked about 100 pages of this book so far. Because I did the front and back cover is what I started with. And then some lead-in pages before the story, like title page stuff and things like that. I think I did about a total of 10 pages, which would put me at about 80 or no 97. And then I've had a couple. No, I think I've only had one scene that I added in later that was 4 pages. So I think I've probably inked just over 100 pages at this point. So yeah, here he's late and she's kind of mad at him, but then he's trying to sweet talk her and be all romantic. And then on the next page, he's about to ask her if she'll marry him, and then he realizes he doesn't have the ring, and then he runs out of the restaurant. He goes, "Hold that thought," and then runs away. And she's just annoyed with him. I think also about the same time I forget how I wrote it in the script. I'm trying to get clues from the drawings, but I think she's kind of about to suggest that maybe they break up at the same time that he's about to propose. Yeah. And later in the story, we kind of see all these ways that he's been kind of a bad boyfriend over the years. I don't know. I don't know how long they've been together, but yeah, we kind of see all these ways that he's been a lousy boyfriend, and then it kind of starts sinking in with him. And yeah, poor her. Okay. Let's see. I think I need to do something here. Yeah, I think that should do it just about. Okay. I think that's that one. I'm just going to start with the next one. I think here she's going, look, Bonehead, I think, I don't know if this is working. And he's like, hold that thought. Or whatever she says, he's kind of oblivious that she's kind of having other thoughts. Ooh. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Arm. That. Yeah. Trying to make her dress a little sparkly. Mm. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Now, I don't know if I've been putting it on the tables. Nope. It's like a candle holder. And that's okay. I'll allow it for this one to not be there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is the first page with the tables. Yeah, I think added that in on the next page just recently. But I didn't add it to these, or to this page. Let's see. Also didn't color his tie here. Oh, and I don't have him wearing the jacket, really. He's supposed to be wearing a jacket. I thought I added it in the pencils and I forgot, I guess. Because I noticed that recently, that he wasn't wearing the jacket. Okay. I think that kind of passed. I think I was thinking about it there and there. White pen, do I have that out already? No. What was I looking at? Oh. And then go. So with all these days I missed, I'm falling behind on my self-imposed schedule. So I was hoping by the end of the month I would hit page 109. And I'm still in the 80s. might be able to get some multiple page days in soon. I don't know if I'll hit my goal, but hopefully I'll get close to it. Got a bunch of stray hairs on this brush right now. They're still kind of all over the place. I just plucked it. There's one that wouldn't go down. Here. Ah, my hand's in the ink. That. Is it 11:30? So I should be able to finish this page. Maybe I'll start another one if I finish this one before 1:30, which I should. Let's see. Man, I get so many spam emails, and I don't know why. I've been getting tons of spam emails lately. I just looked at my phone and I have 6, and that's I've already deleted like a dozen today. Like the past couple days have been really bad for spam emails. Let's see. Oops, strong. And I just got another one. Give me a moment. Okay. Okay. The one I just got was an actual normal email. I feel like I need an email that I give to like all these stores and companies when I buy stuff, or like when I sign up for, I don't know, rewards programs or something, and then an email for emails I actually want. I'm not sure if that's how you end up getting all these spam emails, but I'm not sure how else I'm getting everything. Because I get like, I at least get a few every day, but then the past couple days I've been getting just a ton. Of like fake life insurance and like I don't even know what else. Like fake CVS and fake Home Depot emails. I get a lot. Antivirus protection emails. I've been getting those. But it's like not actually from any of the companies that it says it is. Okay. I think that line should be narrower. Stuff like that. Man, my face has been breaking out from wearing masks all the dang time. The other thing that's been driving me crazy about the masks lately is like the first year wearing the mask. Man, it's been years. We're on like, what about the second year? Has it been 2 solid years already? Like April, I think. I think it was like April 2020 when I started wearing the masks because you couldn't even get them for the longest time at the beginning of the year. Um, March, April, or I think it was more towards the summer. I think it was like June. Um, but anyway, like the first year, I don't remember having any problems with them staying on my face. But now, for the past several months, they just slide off my face every time I'm talking. Or like it slides down below my nose. I'm like constantly pulling it back up. Well, that's gonna go to black anyhow. Let's see. I show you are the girl that I never had, and I want to get to know you better. Aisha, you know I want you so bad, and nothing anyone can do will keep me from getting to you. I think it's a bunch of children singing that song. I don't know if it's always children in that band. It's the only song I know by that artist, but it sounds like a bunch of kids singing, and it's like a love song. The band's called Another Bad Creation, and I think it is a band of like young kids from, I don't know, the 80s or 90s, but I don't know much more about it than that. Okay. So he's looking in his pocket. He's not finding the ring. I keep sticking my hand in wet ink, and I'm trying not to drag it around. I'm getting to the end of this cup of tea, so I'm gonna go hit the heater on the, or hit the button on the heater to warm up more water. Booyah, booyah, booyah. Okay. So let's see. This jacket. I'm trying to figure out what I was thinking with these lines. Okay, I'm just gonna do. I was just like early this morning. For some reason, I started looking up all these child actors from when I was a kid. Now they're all a bit older than me, but it was just weird seeing. Like I was looking up what they've been doing since, and a lot of the one. So I was looking up all these actors from a show called All That. That was always on when I was a kid on Nickelodeon. And it was like I was just seeing if all these kids. It was like a sketch comedy show on Nickelodeon, like a kids network, and most of all they were doing was like in the past 10, 12 years or so was just doing like maybe 15 years, I don't know, but all they were doing was guest appearances as themselves. I was like, man, I would have thought like some of them would be doing like movies and stuff, but very or like TV, some other TV shows maybe that I hadn't heard of. And from what I saw, a lot of them were not doing much as far as acting. Move this tie a little higher. Okay, he's got this jacket. I think it would look better a little longer. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, we'll see. Okay. I think I whistle that all. Not that I'm kind of whisper whistling there, but I think I whistle that same thing all the time. I don't know what it is. Let's see. He's got. There's some bags under those. Some nose. His buck teeth. Let's see. That's what my stream sounds like right now. Oh, okay. I didn't understand what I was looking at here. Okay. There's that. I don't think this. I think this leg should be. Oh. I think this whole angle doesn't make sense. Well, that seat. Oh, my drawing is confusing myself. Let's see. What am I going to do? I think that's why I didn't understand what the table, where the table was at first. I'm going to do that off. I had the table and the chair at like in different perspectives. It's like I never noticed this stuff before I ink it. carry this leg off screen. Oh, I'm not even. Am I? Yeah, I'm drawing on the screen. I thought I wasn't. Oh, I should go get that new cup of tea while the water's still hot. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna pour that. Oof. Oof. Hot tea. Okay. And now, what am I doing for the rest of this background? I think I'm trying to do this angle. Kind of like I've been doing just, some shadow shape back here. Okay. So now the ring was in his head at one point because he just keeps stuff in his head. So here he's reaching in and checking inside his head. But last we saw it was in his pocket in this book. Because he takes it out of his head and puts it in his pocket in one scene. There's that. Okay. Oops. There we go. So I'm also working on rewriting with the end of this story a little bit. It's like, I feel like recently I came up with a better ending to it, and that. But if I but because I also drew all these pages already, I'm probably gonna have to redraw a bit of it. Not a not a not too terribly much, but some pages I might just be able to get away with editing a few panels. But it's probably going to be like, if I had to guess, maybe 15 pages are going to need to change or be added or redone altogether. It'll just kind of serve the story a little better than what I currently have. Okay. This is the chair. Okay, and her head's looking a little funny here to me. I think it's the placement of her mouth. I think with this head, it looks a little more natural. The the line I threw down for the head in the ink. I think it works a little better. Just looking a little out of place. She's like, what the heck are you doing? I bumped my head on the camera. Because I'm always bumping my head on the camera. It's what I do. There are three things that are certain in this life: death, taxes, and me bumping my head on the camera. Let's see. Let's see. What else? I always fill up this cup that I just got for Christmas. Fill it up too much, so I have to wait till I drink a certain amount before I can put the cap on. It's hard being me. No, I'm just kidding. Here's. Let me see. I don't want to put that line right there because I don't want it to go right to that corner. That's kind of a tangent. What else? This can be squatter than that. And then here's a drink. And this table back here. Let's see. I feel like this page would have been better if I ended it with a panel of Petunia, but we'll see. Maybe I don't know. I don't think it's going to be. I don't think I'm going to add anything to this page. Oh, no worries. I hope everybody's okay. Is how bad is it out there? Well, yeah, if you've got other stuff to talk about or to other people to talk to, that's fine. That's fine. I think I think I get self-conscious and talk less when I, I know people are watching me sometimes. Anyway, but yeah, cars are stuck in the snow. Ooh. Yeah, the snow hasn't been too bad out here. Past few years, the snow's been fairly light out here. I think sometimes here in Illinois we get pretty crazy snow where it's really obnoxious and troublesome. But yeah, the past few years I don't think it's gotten too bad. It also hasn't gotten too cold this year. I think we had a couple really cold days, but like 3 degrees, which I think What Love was having negative 30-degree days. But for the most part, it's been like 20, 30 degrees here lately. It's gotten down, I think, at night pretty low a couple times, but I mean, it hasn't been too bad. It hasn't been below zero much, and it hasn't, like I say, it's mostly been like 20, 30 degrees so far. Too much stuff on my desk. Let's see. Oh, I haven't finished her dress. Yeah, I hate the winter. I can't stand the cold at all. Like even at this, at these temperatures that we're getting, 20, 30. What is it right now? I think I just looked it up, but I don't remember what I saw. Like 20. Oh, it's 35 right now. Man. That's actually pretty nice compared to that's about as nice as I've seen it lately. How about that? But I mean, I'm just a wimp for the cold. Like even that bugs me. Actually, I don't think that 35. I think usually I can not complain too much about, but I don't like the cold. I hate it when it's bad enough where like my car won't start in the morning. But like scraping scraping my windshield every morning and like starting my car early. You know what I need is one of those like automatic starter things for my car. I can start it from like this room here. Just point it at my car. But starting my car early, like going out and starting it 10 minutes, 20 minutes early. It's always like, I don't know. I don't like any of that extra stuff in the winter. Thankfully, I don't have to shovel snow lately. Or, well, I mean, I did when I lived with my parents. But where I live now, I don't have to shovel too much. Barely at all, really. Because they come by and do it for us here. And they salt all our walkways. I barely have to buy salt, though sometimes I do, just because they won't. They're not always out here, like right when it starts snowing and getting icy and stuff, But like, we pay the association fees where they come out and do stuff like that for us. But yeah, who needs it? I'm ready for the spring. I think whenever I've heard myself whistling on camera, it sounded really terrible. Like, not that my whistling necessarily sounded terrible at the time, but when I listened back to it, it just sounded terrible on a microphone, like played back. So I feel like it's a bad idea to be whistling on camera. Okay. I think he says something like, "Will you excuse me a minute?" And she goes, "You have to be kidding me," because he's always, I don't know, blowing her off on dates for various reasons. And I think they were just talking about that. But he has to go find the ring. Drop shadow under his arms here. Help separate him from the table. Then chair. Yeah, there's one night, I guess it was, I was going to say a couple of years ago, but it was a lot longer than that at this point. But I remember one night I was driving home, and it was icy out. And my car slid off the road. And somebody pulled over and stopped ahead of me, and then shortly after, like I think before they even got over to help me, somebody else slid off the road and hit their car. So I felt bad about that because they were trying to help. They were just pulling over to help me. And then somebody hit their car. And then I think somebody else went off the road after that and hit that car or something. It was so crazy. It was like ridiculous. And then eventually, like, tow trucks came out and helped us all off the road or back onto the road, and I think carried their cars away. But I just felt so bad that the first people stopped for me, because then they had to get all these repairs done to their car as a result. And I was already waiting for, like, my brother to come out and help me. I was on the phone and I was like, "Oh, don't even." I said, I was like, "Oh, I think somebody's pulling over to try and help me." While I was trying to navigate my brother to me, and then and I'm on the phone and I'm like, "Oh, somebody pulled over. I think they're gonna try and help me." Oh, they got somebody just slid into their car. And then I'm like, yeah, these people, they were like just getting out of their car coming over to me, and somebody hit their car. Oh no, and somebody just hit their car. It was like I was like telling my brother what was going on as it was happening, and it was just like it was just so it was like too insane. And then another time, this was a couple years ago. I've lived in this neighborhood for 5 years now, 5.5 years, and there's a little, like, when I pull into my part of the neighborhood off the main road, there's a little median where you turn in, and the first couple of years, it was like every winter I would I wasn't used to slowing down so much, um, as I turned off the road, and I would almost always like start to slide into it, but I would narrowly avoid it. And then one year, like maybe I want to say 2 years ago, I guess maybe 3 years ago, I slid into it so hard that I don't know car parts and stuff, but I messed up my car so bad. I had to get like all kinds of stuff fixed. Yeah, it was about 3 years ago, because I haven't had any accidents since. I know it's been a while since I've had any kind of accident. I learned to drive a lot more carefully in the winter. Yeah, this year there were a couple days where the roads were a little tricky, but this year's been nothing. This year's been a breeze as far as winters go so far. Also, I don't know if I said this here, but I probably did. Um, my nephew, my 5-year-old nephew, for Christmas I bought him this Dogman book, and Dogman, it's like a children's book by this guy who made the Captain Underpants books. And in those books he does a lot of like the kid characters in the book. They make a lot of like crudely drawn comics, and I haven't read, like, I was reading those when I was in fifth grade. It was the first time I saw Captain Underpants. But I guess now he has these books called Dogman, and it's all in that crude comic style. And because I'd bought my nephew a Captain Underpants book, and he really liked it, and so I bought him Dogman, and he really liked that, and he started to want to make his own comics. So my 5-year-old nephew started making some comics recently, and I was just really impressed with it, because he's been so into drawing lately, and like he wants to draw with me all the time, but I haven't been able to have him over lately. One of these days, yeah, we're gonna have a day where we hang out and draw all day. But he made this comic about Luigi from Mario, because he's been really into Mario and Luigi lately too. And he made a comic with Luigi, and he told he had his mom write down all the dialogue for him because he doesn't know how to write yet. And it's kind of funny. Like it was cool to see. Like he would start the panels kind of like backwards, like counterclockwise, and but it was so. My sister-in-law, she numbered the panels, but it's kind of cool. It tells a story. It's like kind of a, what do you call it? What would you call it? It's kind of a in like a winding story that kind of like at first he's dealing with a ghost, and then he's swimming underwater. I forget. Like it was kind of a short attention spanny story where he kept kind of changing his mind with what he was talking about. But you know, it was very cute, and there was one panel where Luigi's swimming underwater, and I was just really impressed with like how he like how you could tell what was happening in the drawing, and it's just interesting to see how he comes up with solutions for how to draw things. It was really cool to see him kind of getting so creative. Let's see. So they are trying to figure out where this table is, because I have these characters in the background of another panel. So that I put a corner there, but that corner isn't in the other panel on the other page. This guy got up and left his table in that other panel. So no one's sitting here. That looks kind of more like just a rectangle over there. Wait. I'll just do that. Then get rid of this just so I don't accidentally draw that. Okay. So there's that. And then the ground. And I think I'm going to do this similar thing that I did the last panel this dog is in. Yeah, I think so. I think that works. Here's that. I'm probably going to have to pour more ink in a minute, which I'm not looking forward to. Because at the beginning of the show, I was saying how when I poured this ink, it poured all over the place. Every once in a while, it does that with this bottle. It's got this like unreliable spout. It pours fine, I would say most of the time, but then I've had like periods where it just bleh. Like no matter where I hold the cap that I pour it into, it just kind of spills out of 3 different places at once. Let's see. Did I finish that? I think so. Oops. Oof. Okay. I feel like I hear my roommate, but I don't see his car. Okay. Oh, this is the bottom of this tablecloth. Okay. And then a nice, easy silhouette panel again. Which I've said before, they're easy. I do them for kind of like a mood kind of thing. Like it kind of like it works well for certain lines, I feel like. This artist Doug TenNapel, he does a lot of these sometimes, and he got it from Hank Ketchum, who did the Dennis the Menace comics, the U.S. Dennis the Menace comics. I didn't know there was a UK Dennis the Menace until I went to Ireland. Well, I guess that's been almost my entire life now. I went to Ireland when I was in second grade, when I was 8. But before that, I never knew there was another Dennis the Menace. He has black hair and he wears like a striped black and red shirt, and he has this dog named Nasher, and he's kind of I think he's more of a deliberate troublemaker, whereas I don't think Dennis the Menace was ever intentionally any kind of menace. I think U.S. Dennis the Menace generally had good intentions. But yeah, we bought a bunch of those comics when I went to Ireland. I also bought a bunch of the Mr. Men books because I liked those back then. Mr. Happy, Mr. Nosy, and then I think I got one. I got Little Miss Chatterbox when I was out there. We had a bunch of them at my elementary school back then, and I would check them out at the library all the time. And then when I was out in Ireland, it was the first time I'd ever seen them at a store, and they had like tons of them. And so we bought a whole bunch. They did a TV show with all those characters recently. I mean, not recently, Jim and me. I keep saying that, but I forget, like, my life is flying by. I'm 34 now. That might have been when I was in high school or something when that thing became a show. I was at least in college, if it wasn't earlier. Oh wait, see, I'm messing things up. It's supposed to be a silhouette, so that line won't be there. I don't know. Okay. I'd like to go back to Ireland sometime. I didn't see so much of the mainland. I was mostly on this island where I sincerely probably met everybody on the island when I was out there. Well, I don't know. I don't know how true that is, but it's like it feels like you're in a small town, and I feel like I could have met everybody on the island if we were really setting out to do it. Okay, I'm gonna pour more ink. Always seems to happen on the last two panels of a page. Clock. Being careful. Poured all over my finger. Wasn't as bad that time. Okay. I do have ink all over my hand, but it wasn't as bad that time. Okay. This is her little hair wisp. Oof. It's not the angle I wanted to do that at. It's not terrible, but I think I'll be fixing that. Okay. Let's see. What can I talk about? I don't even know. See, I was asking my brother Liam if, I was asking. I sent him the link to come in here, but he's working. Which I guess I ought to have known. I'm the only one with as unreliable a schedule as I have. Let's see. Is that everything? Everything? Okay, let me take a look at the next page. Just out of curiosity. Just seeing if it'll take me a terribly long time, because, to start it, to get like a panel or so done on the next page after this. Because I might start another page before I leave, but I also have to go to the bathroom and make something to eat soon. Fairly soon. So I might do the first panel on the next page. And then leave. Is it judgmental alligator over here? That looks kind of weird to me. He's got a jacket on like that. I guess it's not so weird. Okay. do something else with his tail, I think. The chair is going to be right here. There we go. Ooh, focus, camera. You have one job. Focus. Looks like I was painting my nails or something. And he's throwing off his jacket. Because it belongs to the restaurant. They made him wear a jacket to come in. Okay. Here we go. Wonk. That's a jacket, right? Am I gonna leave after that page? Maybe. I was thinking of starting the next page, at least starting it before I go, but I think I might just leave because I gotta go to the bathroom. But then I gotta cook something to eat soon too. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna finish this panel and end it. Is everyone getting out of the snow and getting unstuck in their house? Maybe. Let's see. Oh, I was going to do his hand at that angle. That's fine. Okay. Here's... Okay, actually, yeah, more like that. And then... That's something I've been meaning to do, is make little videos to cut to for when I need to go to the bathroom. And eventually I'll do it. I just have that Jordan Peterson thing that I've made. But I play that so often at the top of the show that I feel like I try not to use it too often anymore, because it's getting a little overplayed, I feel like. One of these days I'll have enough free time to come up with ideas and put some videos together. Here we go. Oops. Okay. There's this doorway here to the kitchen, maybe. Um, this will be my last panel, and then I'll call it a day. Because I have to leave shortly too. I mean, not shortly, but if I want to get some other stuff done before I leave the house for the evening. I think after this panel would be a good time to leave. or not leave, but get other stuff taken care of. Okay. There's that. There's this goat guy in the foreground here. And my stomach's rumbling. Gonna make me something to eat. Here we go. Okay. So there's him. Collar here. Other side of his head. Jacket collar. And then shoulder. Cuff. Fingers. Okay. Fork. And then this is just him running off. A little dust cloud from him running off. There we go. Okay. Give him a little drop shadow. And then I think I'm done. Sure. Okay. That's gonna do it for now. Thank you, What Love, for checking out my channel again. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Hope everyone's getting around and managing all right with the snow. And I'll probably be back tomorrow. I don't know when though. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go. Take care. You have a great day too. Thank you so much. Goodbye.